boy, I'm turning
He's
up,
the
and if it
first
wasn't
person to
for,
tweet, cancel Wiley, cancel this one. So
yeah,
he's,
he
and
did.
here's the thing about that. He's got when you've got the floor, you've got the right to speak. So when he puts his opinions across, nobody's saying, why are you putting your opinion across? Why are you saying cancel this one? It's like, okay, you want to
You know
have a
what I mean?
voice, but guess what? With that comes great responsibilities. It means you're going to be held accountable if the time does present itself. There is no
Yes.
clout attached to that. That's what you're in. If you and guess what? And I'll speak for myself specifically now. I know Dutch personally, right? Knew him personally, I would say, or whatever. No, when I've said something, all right, he came on my live during the march to confront me in front of the people and challenge me on my opinions at the time. Like, I don't agree with what you're saying. So what you're trying to say is da 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 da. So he's an outspoken individual. This is not somebody that minds his business and everybody's speaking on him. You're very outspoken because you want to be part of the herd in terms of sitting on the helm. So here's my thing to it. Let me put in a context for the people that maybe from our culture so they get what I'm saying. One of the main things Dutch was saying to me on my live was, Vic, I'm just a youth from the road. So I'm not going to look at it how you look at it, right? I'm just a youth from the road. So let's take him at his word. On the roads, this is for all the people from every pavement locked in. If we was in jail now, Megs, man could have had a cellmate. We could have been a cellmate for 2 years, bro. And then man get your paperwork and then you're in for something funny. Megs, are we not walking in your cell on social?
Yeah. Come
Is the
on,
man
bro.
that
Yeah,
are
in
we even gonna
Belmarsh,
think,
man was
no,
in
my
there for
man's
the whole
cool?
time, but a lot of man get cornered in that place there.
Man's not gonna think,
just for the
no, I'm not gonna
sympathy.
think you're cool. I'm not gonna think, no, my man's cool, my soulmate. I know you. No, that's maybe because there are staple principles that there's nothing to go around it. If we're rolling, we could be out here going on
Man
missions.
saying, a man just said he ain't from road. Look, yeah, all I know from my acknowledgement of the family and all of that, maybe the mum lived here early or they might have been born here early, but but to my understanding, he's Dutch because where's he from? Amsterdam? Where they from? Amsterdam?
He's from obviously Amsterdam and UK, but he was born there.
So he wasn't born here. So he didn't go
He
school
was.
here.
I think he was born there. I think he was born there. If I'm not mistaken, I think he was born there. What he
So
told
they
me.
went to school here. Then they went to a school here. They were brought up
Yeah,
here. They
he's been
went to
school here and stuff.
secondary
Yeah.
school and yeah.
Yeah.
And so they rode. So they UK road then, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Continue.
So basically, so if that was that, and if we was on the block, if we're talking of staple principles, and you could have been on missions, man, and we find, and you do the snitch thing. Nobody cares about this. We could have played in the sandbox. You could have been my brother. There are certain things that you cannot go around. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? So for me, there were people were looking at it and coming to me and say, "Oh, bro, my man," but I had to look at it from a parent standpoint. And I'll tell you what moment was spooky for me, bro. I used to have Dutch in my house recording. Do you get what I'm saying? So as a parent, when I'm looking at this thread, because it took days. When I'm looking at this thread with a 14-year-old, I've got a 15-year-old daughter. Now it might sound extreme to some people, but my instinctive thought is, hold on a minute. I'm trying to now remember all the times you was in my house. Because as a parent, I have to do that initially. I'm not accusing you of nothing. I have to kind of hold on a minute. So for me, just as a parent looking at it, I couldn't see those type of messages in my daughter's phone from somebody of that age group. And there's anything anybody can tell me now. This is not based on my man's son. This is not based on any family member. This is not based on no he say, she said. This is based on what everybody is seeing. This is so there's no bias in this. And what's even more dangerous, like he said, which is what I like how he opened up, the people in the label upstairs, like I said it the other day, this is our thing. You lot don't tell us what the principles that can fly or can't fly or can't. Because we are the people. You lot don't tell us what, this is our thing. You lot are making careers and paying your mortgages off our thing. This is not you lot's thing. This is all the talented kids that know how to design, that know how to flip in film, that know how to rap. This is our thing. You lot are guests in our thing.
What I'm saying like is that we've given everybody a clean run. We know that there's crazy problems out there in the streets. You get me? And a lot of men them just keep it to the streets. So when people are going to tours, going to studio with each other, like it's like a silent code to keep the bullshit away from those environments. And certain artists and man take that and run with it like, I told you I'm a bad man. Look, you think man can come around man scenarios? No, bro. We've worked hard to make sure that there's an opportunity for roadman to get into this music business. So
Come
while
on,
you're
bro.
in those music circles, we ain't gonna come and spoil it for you. You get me? There's a
course not.
certified man that is making sure that youngers don't step into that environment, blood, and spoil it for you. Because when man's youngers step up, I don't want to see no one thinking that they're gonna spoil it for man and fuck up man's whole industry again, where we have to start again and labels ain't signing no one from the streets. You understand what I'm saying? But enough man take that little silence and take that little freedom and think that, oh, look, I told you them, man, they can't come around me. I'm a bad man. Look, I've been doing this for a minute and and what, you think man could turn up to my concert or what studio I'm in? No, bro. We're respecting it. There's a silent code of conduct here. But when you step back out of that environment, blood, anything goes. Anything goes.
And what's really imperative for me to explain to all the young and up and coming artists, I want you to understand something. Yes, you've got the talent, but once the people, the power, so here's the thing about it, because everyone's in their ego space and everybody thinks they could be, the people chose to put you on a pedestal. So you're representing the people. So you see the moment you let them, you do something that the people don't, you know, it doesn't sit with the people, you owe it to the people to speak, you know what I'm saying? So it's not, I don't give a fuck about you, like, I don't, no, the people, your representation of your community is bigger than you.
And I'm going to say something clear, like a lot of people might see what we're doing out there when we go out and step out, whether it's Raspberry, whether it's you, whether it's me and all of that. It isn't about fighting other races, you know. We've got a lot of shit to do within our own community. And let me tell you something, man's ready to pull up every person in our own community and say, fix the fuck up, blood. We're ready to pull up on all bad boys and say, look, man, then fix the fuck up, because there's better opportunities. When fucking bad boys came around me, yeah, I said, what? Do you want this or do you want this? And I showed them the life, and they chose the life, blood. That's why you could see a young Spray still in that side of the business. That's why you can see Wes Lambie trying to do his, you know, his marketing thing and his branding thing. You can see other men trying different things. Everybody that came to me, blood. Remember when I had my label for £1 million, you know, I signed a man from North, East, South, West, you know, bro. I was a South London man, North, East, South, West. I signed man from each ends. So there wasn't no, I'm just doing it for my block. You understand what I'm saying, bro? I wanted everybody to get put on. So when I'm saying this to people, blood, man have a different responsibility out here. Don't think that badness is going to make man bypass any sort of fuckery, nonsense, grooming, and disrespect, blood. And I'm saying this to an extent that we can pass threats to each other, blood. We can all do that in the streets and all that. But you understand what I'm saying? Anybody can take anybody's life. That's not hard. That's not a hard thing. And I'm not coming on this live to say, I'm going to dup you, man. I'm going to harm your body, a rare tete. I'm going to make you know that man will make it very uncomfortable for you to move. You get me? If you think you're going to come into this rascal street side of things and cause any dysfunction or anything in this business and act like some bad you and think that you're just going to cut through clean, it's not happening on man's watch. While there's tons of us from every part of Southwest London to Southeast to Ross Clark West to Northwest, why there's real certified man. I don't want to hear people talking about C-Biz. If C-Biz is talking about a certain individual's characteristics, yeah, I don't want to hear people talking about shit about C-Biz's past, because my man's addressing a situation that needs to be addressed. So I'm saying to everybody right now, blood, this isn't no Ross Clark, oh, beef. Beef? You know how much man I stopped from beefing? Because the next man robbed them. And how much man I stopped from going jail? Because the next man robbed them for 15K. And I said, blood, that's money. You can get that money back. You're not raising your gun for nothing. You better go and stack up again, G. This is sensible shit. So what I'm saying to man right now, blood, it ain't about male or female. When you step out a line and you come to London and you move a certain way, blood, yeah, man will make it difficult for you to maneuver. And any security firm that you think you can put around you, blood, man will make it difficult for them to maneuver, blood. This isn't a joke thing here, bro. Police can't stop this, blood. Police come for the aftermath. Police ain't coming for the beginning stages of this, blood. Don't play borderline in this game here, blood.
And you see what it is? You see, and another, you know, just to add to that, it's like, there is this lack of like acknowledgement that we're trying to operate in a marketplace, right? So people forget that it's like, not in a way, you gotta leave your you know, the street, like, you know, that if you're not business savvy, get someone around you that's business savvy, because here's what people do. They come to think your company is a marketplace,
blood,
and you're supervisors, like you think, no, it's like, bro, this is a marketplace. We was outside on the corner on their estate, then that's different. This is a marketplace. Point. Otherwise, before we know it, we're gonna have a youth that's acting like he's 6'9".
Hear this. I'm gonna address something right now, yeah, because I know that these East London youths and all these things talk about the C1 situation. Now let me tell you something about the C1 situation. Whether it's tricky, whether it's hypo, whether it's fucking the fruit punch you and all them youths there. Let me tell you something, but I'm a Ras Clark grown man, yeah. When C1 and all these youth brothers came around me, blood, they came around me what 2000, yeah. I knew them for like 24 months. For 24 months until between 2001 and 2004. Then I went jail. You get me? Now, all the time that these North London youths were around me, nobody came to me and told me anything about a man's past. No one came to me and said, Mega, this person done this, this and that. Why are you hanging with him? Nobody mentioned shit to me, blood. You get me? It's only after certain things start going on and boom, 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 a man said, blood, he's an informer. Or this person's that and this person's that. Blood, I found that late. You understand what I'm saying? And when and remember, I went jail for an M charge in 2004. So if enough people don't know, yeah, I came into this business I came out of jail on an attempted M thing. 97, 98, Solid was set up. 2000, we're in the business. Yeah, 2004, I've gone to jail for an M charge, bro. You get me? So I'm out the way. When I came out, 2006, 2008, man, don't tell me I hang with anybody, because I didn't. I wasn't hanging with nobody after that. So everybody get their facts straight. Furthermore, I'm due to go up and have a conversation with Tricky or Lippy or any one of these people. You get me? But I don't want fucking man KKKing and joking about serious topics, blood, because I'm not that type of person. I'm not going to go on man's platform and be speaking with man and KKKing about a next man and cracking joke. I hear Margs crack jokes about bowler hats and them things there, blood. Margs, I ain't even going to bring up when me and you met. You understand what I'm saying? When me and you were speaking face to face, blood. I'm not going to come publicly and say that. So, blood, just have a little bit more respect when you're speaking about me and my attire and them thing there, blood. You get me? The Megaman hat's a serious thing, you know, mate. You get me? Man make tunes off of them thing there, blood. You're talking about. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, blood, I don't go on like I'm saying, fam. I'm not the biggest physical guy, blood. You understand what I'm saying, blood? But man's been out here for a minute, fam, so man know how to maneuver, fam. And man's definitely, I ain't saying I'm fucking the most on point person, blood, but my heart's like fire, blood. Trust me.
You know what?
I only know how to move forward. I don't know how to move back. You see me?
You know what's gonna, you know what's happening, yeah? Sorry to cut you off, bro. You know what's happening as well, yeah? I think obviously there's gonna be a lot of people, there's gonna be, you know, a small percentage anyway of people that, you know, they feel like, okay, cool, why are these two like talking about my man? I'm not like, first of all, man's not here to address him. You know that, you know, I think no. Let me get to it. It's like him. And then you're just obviously lying to your own self, which is a bigger problem. But again, it's to double make the point of the people that are like, for people to understand what this thing is and what we're trying to do, bro. Like, here's the bottom for me. That it can never be that. You get what I'm trying to say to you? But like I said, the things that the people that are listening will take the things they want to take. The people that are not listening are not going to take. Everyone always has quotes. It takes a village to moment where the village. So, like that's what. That's about. This is about how you share the water from the well. How you do. This is what it's about. Like, you get what I'm trying to say to you. If you want to build a campfire, we've all got to go and find fire with this. It doesn't work. One person don't do it. And this is why, until people realize that that's what we're doing, we all got to put in for this campfire and make sure we keep this wood burning.
And you know the funniest thing, I wasn't even gonna do no live, car. This is a So Solid page, innit? You understand what I'm saying? It's my brand's page. I don't have a Megaman social on Instagram. I don't have a Megaman Twitter. So you see, when I step away from this, blood,
Yeah.
So Solid. You get me? I don't want a personal Instagram and a personal thing. I don't give a fuck about that. My brands lead the way. You get me? But what I'm gonna say is that, like, there's a lot of, the only reason why I came on the live today, blood, because I'm seeing key people around the individual trying to deflect the dirt and bring up other scenarios of other people. You understand what I'm saying? That is a sign of guilt, bro. That's a sign of saying, like, raw, we've kind of fucked up. Shit's getting peak over here. We need to kind of fling dirt on other people as well. You understand what I'm saying? Furthermore, if certain people are talking up and saying certain things, we need to throw the dirt on them. Blood, nothing don't work like that.
I think, yeah, and that, you know, things like that starts a wormhole of people throwing around wrong accusations. Look, it's the same thing, bro. I keep it 100. It's the same thing. People were killing off my phone, talking about, yeah, the situation with Conan. Oh, Conan did this, your brethren Conan this, that, and the third. And I said to people then, and I said to people,
no, man ain't looking to punch up. Man ain't looking to punch up, man, for his own actions. But like I say, if any person wants to throw any disrespect in man's corner because man's telling man, because man's fucking standing up and saying, raw, this is our community, fucking address the situation properly. If man thinks man's gonna jump on tunes and talk reckless on lives about certain man, you're gonna have the next thing coming, blood. Trust me. People know the mindset of man over here.
Come on,
so don't think anything's gonna be easy, fam. So score. It ain't about just going out there and punching up, man. We know how the already. They don't care. But man's just saying,
man's intelligence is a lot more higher.
Properly, blood. You get me?
Man's intelligence is higher. Let me finish what I'm saying before the blogs cut up what I said and said something else. So it's a situation with Conan, people are messaging me talking shit. I said to them, have you got any proof to what you're saying? They haven't got any proof. So boom. When the statements come out, I went on my story, I said, look, this is a statement, this is what I do with facts. So it's like, this is the facts. My man didn't do that. So nobody, don't be messaging my phone saying nothing. Now, here's the thing about it. There is no, like I said, there's a difference between sentiment and principle. Sentimentally, I might think, okay, yeah, this person's cool and cool, but there's principles I cannot go around. Do you get what I'm trying to say to you? So when people are looking at situations, people have to be fair. Because I've seen situations where everybody, you see, like a man said to me, Vic, if that was you, everyone would have been going hammer. I said, I know. I know, you can't pick and choose. Principles are principles. So everybody has to look at the facts and make their opinion based on the facts. You get what I'm trying to say to you? Because when it's other people, everyone wants to drag people down. And you see the accusation thing, what the gal is doing, throwing accusation against them, man. Like, stop throwing accusations, bro. Like, this is not about he say, she say. This is grown people talking. It's not going to be a he say, she say. Like, you can't accuse them, man, or they play dirty at night. No, bro. It's not a he say, she say thing. You can't accuse nobody. Like, we're dealing with what everybody's going by what they've saw. Like, what they've saw. You get what I'm trying to say to you? And London's too small to even throw around those type of accusations without facts. London's way too small for all of that.
Way too small, blood.
Way too small to be accusing people of stuff like that. And remember this, it's a new day. And it's a new day as well. This is not a situation where it's the rich talking to the poor. In case anybody, this is not that. Everybody's got lawyer money and all the other things that come with it. You get what I'm trying to say to you? So we've got.
I see people in my comments, blood, because I'm not even used to this thing here. Yeah? People in my comments saying Mega's acting like he's the baddest man and all that thing. Look on my page, bro. I do quotes, man. Mega's the quote guy. Let me be the quote guy. I'm the quote guy, man. You know what I mean? But when you go and do your little research and you talk to the bad boys in your area, blood, I got more respect than. You know what I mean?
Bro, don't even let the comments. See the comments.
No, I'm not getting to that. But you know, like people like to.
Don't let the comments
like, oh, like Mega thinks
what they want.
Fuck all of that, blood. Don't come on my live and talk that shit, blood. Because
people say what they want.
Being bad ain't the rascal agenda. You get me?
I came here today just to specifically say, people, this is about being fair, being just. This is not about being biased. This is not about following bandwagon. Make up your own minds based on what you've seen. This is not. People keep saying to me, yeah, but did you see this statement or that statement? I'm not going by none of that. I'm going by literally, I've seen what I saw. And for me, as a dad, it's not acceptable to me. And that's just that. And that's me speaking about, that's someone that I know. It's not for a lot of people, you can want to cancel him because you don't know. Remember, I know him. So you can imagine if I'm saying, yo, that's not acceptable to me as a dad. And that's that. So everybody make up of their own mind and everyone stop accusing. The false accusations need to stop. That's dangerous. And then it just starts a whirlwind of stuff. And we're dealing with which I'm saying, it's a virtual world. So everybody needs to. It's just a
foolery. And the funniest thing about it, blood, there's people voicing their opinion on the situation. Like, that's speaking up for real topics and real industry topics, and they're making it even gimmicky, blood. And people are holding certain people up like they are the voice of value and they're the voice of reason, blood. You understand what I'm saying? Bro, listen, people just better line up themselves properly and just think properly what they're doing and how they're addressing the situation.
And I know more importantly, before I go, it's like, in case anybody thought this was some lawless canvas that anyone can do what they want, it doesn't work like that. There's lions in the room. So there's going to be order. There's going to be order. So people can say, there's going to be lions in the room, but accountability and order is going to be in place. So I'm saying to you, that's what you're in case
people ain't witnessed it. People ain't witnessed it yet. When people was around in the early 2000s, early 95s, where, you know, North London man were active, South London man were active. There were no cameras and all that. When people around those times, man, people would have saw how things went down. That shit ain't happened for the longest time. So let me tell you something. Don't bring those gorillas to the limelight, because those gorillas have been waiting to come into the limelight for a minute. Not even the limelight for a minute, just to address situations for a minute. So just know how you're carrying yourself. Everybody out there, you've got your leeway. Make your money, blood. Make your money. Man don't need to do music with man and be friends with man, and man don't need to have a phone call for you or get invites to your concert and anything. We don't care about that, blood. Hustlers make money anyway. But man saying you ain't being dysfunctional, fam, and acting like a certain way, blood. Not for man's community and not over man's children's blood. You get me? Not for man towards man's grandparents or anybody, blood. Because right now, fam, the community need more from man. You see me? And when we step out, what I was gonna say is that when we step out, blood, we step out to deal with the infighting in man's community. This is what Forever Family and Raskla and Respect and the whole team and what we're about. We're about our internal issues. You get me? Everybody's quick to talk about racism and this person and that race and that and what they're doing to us and systematic thing. But when it comes to our internal situations, half of us are not speaking up properly. Have the same energy for our community and the wrongs in our community, the same way that we have the energy when people are trying to oppress us, blood, because it starts from internal.
100%.
It starts internally, blood. You hear me? Anyway.
And also to double that, I was speaking yesterday about, you know, we come from communities where you do get those individual, you know, grown men that think it's okay to talk to young females. Like, when people see that shit, you used to be like, yo, but allow all of that. Yeah, I'm saying to you, make it your responsibility to be like, you know how much times, like, you know, especially in the 90s, maybe like before that, it was maybe more rife, and that shit almost got normalized within the community. Like, you know, grown men outside.
I'm not just wrong in Dutch, you know. In these three scenarios, these women are not saying don't speak to me. These little girls are asking for it, bro. They're warranting it. So man have to actually, whoever's around these little girls, tell them to fix up. Whatever family are around these young girls, tell them to fix up, bro. Go into their phones and check their phones. You get me? Family members and mothers and brethren and older cousins and that. Make sure they don't fall out of line, blood. Put the message out there, bro. That's like when certain parents can't find their kids, but their kids are just trapping in the next country, in the next city, and they know about it, and they just say, oh, my child's missing. Your child ain't missing. You know he's just not calling you because he's in Raskla, Maidstone, trapping. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, sort out the thing properly, blood. Man's not just getting onto that. Man's making sure that we're exposing these little girls, bro. Because these little girls have been onto big men for a minute. They're getting into raves, dressing up like big women, blood. Trying to show little cleavage and little and them thing there, blood. You get me? Man, them have to pull them up because they will get man in trouble. And certain girls like that are even vindictive and will hold man ransom for that. So man, them better know what they're doing. You get me? Certain mothers turn a blind eye to man them that hustle and certain things because they know they're bringing in paper. But they're turning a blind eye to what their young daughters and people are doing because of, I don't know what it's for, blood. Whether it's, oh yeah, look, he's making money, look, you can get on. Listen, don't turn a blind eye to nothing. And you know what? It's not something that is happening today, because some of those mothers, the man that they laid down with could have been twice their age too. The man that they laid down with could be X amount too. They could have been 13, 14, 15 when they had their kids, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Fam, I was 15 when I had my child, you know. I was 16 when my child was born, but me and my son's baby mother were the same age, bro. We were both 15. So imagine that in those times, bro. Bro, my son is 24, 25, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm 41, bro. So you understand, like, I was dealing with my same age. You understand what I'm saying, bro? Like, come on, bro. Like, this isn't something that's new. This is something that is very old. But we're saying, blood, in this day and age of social media, we can actually expose it, yeah, and put it to bed properly, blood, and address it properly. And back then, fam, it was very, very difficult. It was very, very difficult, blood, to expose our aunties or uncles that was being abusive to family members. It was very difficult to expose family members that were so-called family members, but they're really friends. And when mommy sent you over there to go and stay at their house, blood, certain things were going on. And when you went and spoke to your parents didn't listen, because they still needed that person to fucking look after you when you was young. There was a lot of internal abuse going on in our families, bro. You get me?
Mad.
And all of that shit has happened, bro. You get me? But with social media, fam, we have to address it and make sure it comes out and we eradicate it. You get me? Don't let money fool you. Don't let opportunities fool you, bro. You get me? There's certain people, blood, that are mostly speaking and commenting and acting like they're bad in certain people's lives and underneath comments that have been abused, bro. And that's the only way how they know to react. There's certain young kids that are doing drill music and rap music or whatever music, fam, and they've been abused, bro. And that's why they become bad boys. Because they don't know how to address that emotional effect, that emotional trauma. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know how to address it, bro, and they just lash out. So whenever they feel intimidated or they feel attacked, blood, they only know how to be bad. You know what I mean?
It's reactive, and there's a lot of different things going on that, you know, people that, like, I know for some people this is a very difficult conversation even to listen to, because these conversations don't get had because people rather like, you know, violence is an easier route. It's more digestible than a conversation. And that's a sad thing. Like, violence is a lot more, you know, and that's the narrative we've got to change. You get what I'm trying to say to you? Everybody has to understand it's like, and that's a simple thing. If you don't want to be in the spotlight, leave your life in the spotlight or be accountable for your actions, then just don't be in the spotlight.
Yeah,
like I had to learn that the hard way, because I kept complaining about stuff, and someone said to me, "Yeah, but then don't be in the spotlight." Then, and I thought, "Oh snap!" So there's a responsibility that comes with it.
I don't even like the spotlight, blood. I don't like this. I didn't even like the spotlight. That's why I rather just hide behind a crew and that, blood, because the spotlight, I don't care about that, bro. I get enjoyment from seeing other people accomplish what they want to accomplish, blood. That's my enjoyment, fam. You get me? You think the CEO of these companies are turning up to every concert? You think the owner of the Ras Club is turning up to every event that he's in? But he's making more money than the person on the stage, blood. I admire mindsets like that. I might not admire their agenda, but I admire their mindsets like that in business, bro. So it ain't about running around physically and acting like man's got money and them thing there, blood. It's about being smart and enjoying who you help. The more people you help, bro, the more goodness comes your way.
Something I wanted to touch on quickly. You see, moving forward, there are those individuals there that like taking voice notes or messages or whatever, not, or just correspondence generally, and, you know, spinning narratives. You do get the vindictive people. I want to say to everybody else, you see, moving forward, when artists get accused, I've seen that people are too quick to just jump and say, okay, yeah, no, they definitely did it. Let it be approached like how this one was approached. Let it be looked on the facts, because many times things have happened, people ain't seen the facts, and everybody runs with it and try and, like, you know,
they just jump on the back of it.
They just jump on the bandwagon. Don't jump on the bandwagon. If situations come, forget what the blogs are saying. Make up your own mind as a person. Look at the facts. Don't be biased. I mean, this is the internet. We're in a virtual world, and that's the thing about it. So for the audience, always base it on the facts. Don't be biased. Don't treat one person, you know, different to the other person. That includes myself. That includes whoever. Let's start looking at the facts, and let's not let people sit at home and thinking, because some people think I could just undo your hard work by doing A, B, C, and D. We should know it's regulated. There should be some type of, it's regulated, and people are going to make up their mind based on the facts, not based on you making up something. It's the same thing as the recall system. Before, somebody could just phone the police when you're on license and be like, okay, my man's done so and so, and you used to get recalled. But now, if someone goes and say that, yes, you get arrested, but it's got to go in front of a judge to say, okay, cool, what actually took place, rather than them sending you jail and then trying to figure it out. So it's got to be the same thing, where it's that people have to be based there, everything to decision making.
Directly, I've seen comments come up, but I'm new to this thing. Sorry to cut you, G. I'm new to this thing. I keep seeing comments, blood. But I'm gonna say this to certain people, blood. Yeah, I am not blaming these teenager girls for how Dutch thinks. Yeah, I am saying that these teenager girls are fast. They're too forward. These little girls and boys are way too forward. You get me? And they have to be pulled up. Their parents or their friends or family have to pull them up, because we're not blaming Dutch for doing something. We're not blaming Dutch for fucking speaking to these young girls, and these girls are saying, "Go away from me, leave me alone." These girls are on to Dutch, bro. These little girls want Dutch, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So man's saying, blood, whatever elders are around these girls, yeah, have a word with them, man. You can see in the comments, man, what they're asking for. Have a word. Whatever parents are around these girls, just have a word with them. You get me? And tell them to fix up, because it's not just them that's getting in trouble. They're making Dutch look like a madness. They will make elder men. They'll put elder men in a situation that will mess up their whole career.
Yeah, but you know what is I wouldn't say that, because no matter what the younger person does, the man should still be the man about the situation.
Yeah, you know what? Politically correct, that's right. Yeah,
he should be like, this is inappropriate. It doesn't even matter what the girl does. You know, it's like a child. When you have a child can walk through. We all got kids. You walk through the shopping center. They want to get something. You say no. They have to cry.
Yeah, because a child is premature. They've got a premature mind, so they don't really know what they're getting themselves into.
They know what they get. So yeah. So you as a man should be like, no, actually, what? No, don't message me. You know, furthermore, look, some little things like this, you should never be messaging a 14-year-old girl at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning. There's no need to be having a conversation at that time of the night, even. That alone, there is, you know what I'm saying? So people shouldn't, like, it's about the man. If you're a guy and you get lit tomorrow, and for some people, let me say this, for some man, for a lot of rappers, furthermore, a lot of them, they never had a name ringing prior to the music. So the fame is new to them, right? Yeah. So when you come in there and get caught up in all of that whirlwind, you need to remember that you need to still be a man about it. So it's like, if some inappropriate 14-year, no, you shut it down. No, actually, boom, no. You get what I'm trying to, you don't go along with it, because the excuse could never be, oh, but she wanted it as well. It does not matter.
Yeah, it does not matter. I can't be politically correct all the time, people. You get me? So excuse some of my words. You get me? But at the end of the day, the overall message here, blood, is blood. We have to deal with our things in our community. You get me?
Well, listen, I say to people, bro, we're more effective than the police. I said that during the marches, and my probation officer didn't like the fact I said that, but that's the fact. We are more like it's not, the police can't, like, that's not the answer. That's the answer for civilians, isn't it? Like,
a man said I'm blaming people are saying I'm blaming the 14-year-old. Blood. We're not talking about the 14-year-old solely. We're talking about the 17 and 18-year-old. We're speaking about all three situations. You get me? So don't think that the 14-year-old is the only person that we're speaking about here. There's a rapper that's 18 and there's another person that's 17. You get me? So we're speaking about their intent. You understand what I'm saying? But anyway, bro,
listen, I'm going to let you go anyway. I got you.
Catch up, you get me?
You already know, man.
You already know.
Cool.
Catch up, yeah? No.